Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. It's not like I'm not a motivational speaker, okay? But what I want to do today is to tell you guys what works for me and how it has been working for me, how it has been helping me beat procrastination. I came up with the idea of having this 2 hour per day challenge so that I noticed that a lot of people don't know how to channel their time. They get distracted. They don't even know how to put things in order so that they can achieve what they want to achieve daily, weekly, monthly, or even yearly. Fine, it's not easy because I haven't even achieved my goals for the year, and we're already 29 or 28 days, or sorry, 30 days to the end of the year. So I know how hard it is, but even if you have 100% goal set, you should at least be able to, for the year, you should at least be able to complete 90 to 95%. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a whole lot of discipline to do. Hello, Chooks, are you there? Chooks?
Hello, sir.
How are you doing now?
I'm fine, sir. Yeah, I'm here, sir.
I just want to be sure that you're here. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you very well,
okay,
sir.
So this space is not going to be long. The way Kenny said, it's going to be a very short space. And so I want to just tell you guys 10 easy steps that has helped me beat procrastination. After this space, I'm going to do a thread about it to teach those that were not opportune to be part of us how they can beat procrastination. So let's get started. The first step to beating procrastination, before I continue, know that this space is about our 2 hours per day challenge. 2 hours per day challenge where all of us as a family we're going to be online for 2 hours doing the same thing. Not really the same thing, but we're trying to achieve the same goal, which is we're trying to improve on our KDP account. You can be doing anything. You can be researching keywords. I was supposed to create a WhatsApp group for this, but I don't want to do that yet. Please. Maybe the next time we'll be having this space, I'll create a WhatsApp group so for accountability and but for now, let's just do it like this. I'm going to use Twitter for now. So the first step to beating procrastination is discipline. You see, no matter in anything you're doing, if you are not disciplined, you will never get it right. You have to first have your own self-discipline. Self-discipline is the younger brother to success. If you're not disciplined, success will really be hard. I read this in some books about discipline, and it has really helped me. It took time for me to adapt to that disciplined culture, but when I did, man, I saw the changes, and when you adapt to it, you would not want to go back. So discipline in the sense that if you tell yourself that I'm going to do this, then you must do it. If you don't do it, you feel incomplete. Okay? If you say, I want to stay online for the next 2 hours, to achieve this, and this, to achieve these stated goals for these 2 hours, you have to be ready to put away anything that is going to be distracting you so that you'll be able to face the reason that's keeping you up for 2 hours. So for these 2 hours, you must first of all discipline yourself. If you don't, you'll find out that you'll be online between 10 to 12, as we've stated, but you'll be doing something else. You can be watching Netflix. You can be doing something else. You don't have to do that. You have to say 2 hours out of 24 hours for your life success. I mean, that's really, really good. That's enough. Okay, 2 hours is not too much out of 24 hours when you're going to be sleeping for 8 hours, but you have the rest of the day to do other things. So you need to be disciplined. You need to say, I'm going to stay online for 2 hours and I'm going to be doing topic research. You see, you know one thing about these things, even if you don't know how to do it, the fact that you are online making research on how to do these things there's no way you would spend 2 hours without achieving something. Now, achieving something, you can achieve something small and you can achieve something big. But even if you achieve something small, you are still winning. So please make sure that you are disciplined. You have to first of all discipline yourself before you can even attempt to take steps to succeed in life, especially with your KDP business. So number 2 is to stick to your words. Just like when I said discipline. When you discipline yourself and say, okay, I'm going to stay away from this phone for the next 2 hours, nothing should stop that. Now you keep to your words. This means challenging yourself to say, okay, now that I want to be disciplined, your phone will be looking, that phone you are keeping away will be looking at you. You will remember that, oh, there's somebody on TikTok I want to check. There's a particular comedy video I want to watch. Please, the video is still there. That's the funniest thing. You see, there's something about social media. If you leave social media for the next 1 week, nothing will change. Nothing will change. Nothing will happen. The things you think you will miss, they are very, very irrelevant. Okay, look at it like this. What about the time you sleep? Let's say you sleep by 10 p.m. and you wake up by 6 a.m. That time, a lot of things have happened on social media. As you are not there, what happened? Nothing happened. If it's a message that you need to attend to, it will be there waiting for you till when you come back online. So please, when you discipline yourself, you have to also stick to your words and stick to them and say, this is what I want to do, and make sure you achieve it. Like I said, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm just telling you how it has worked for me and how you can also adopt the method to work for you. Now, number 3, this is where it gets tougher. Have a to-do list. On my phone, the notes on my phone, I have a to-do list. A to-do list is a list that shows or that you record everything you want to achieve for the day or for the week. Everything you want to achieve today, okay, I'll go to work by 10 o'clock. I will close by 5 o'clock. I should get home in the next 1 hour by 6 o'clock. I should do this. I should do that. That is your to-do list. And this list is going to guide you through. You see, if you just have it in your head that I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this by so time, you might forget some of them. But when you have a to-do list, it's about punching the app on your phone, and then you will see what you've stated for the time you've stated it and how you want to carry it out. That is why you should have a to-do list. A to-do list is very important. When I wake up every morning, sometimes I have my tomorrow's to-do list today. What I want to do tomorrow and the time I want to do it, I'll write it today. It doesn't mean that your to-do list you cannot adjust your to-do list, or something beyond your control cannot happen. For example, today I have not done anything today. I just got to the office, opened my system to start working, and I could not see any of the files again. Like, what? What is this? I just drove straight to my engineer's place, and then he told me that we have to do system recovery to get all the files back. But my hard drive has only 20% lifetime. What do? I have to buy a new hard drive and then do recovery. He said the recovery, because of the huge amount of files I have on my system, he said it's going to take up to 24 hours. I was there for like 2 hours, and we've not, out of 100%, we just, the process just entered 1%. So I couldn't wait. So he said I should be going, then I'll get it tomorrow. But I have other accounts I can work on. So when I bring only the system I want to work on to the office. So when I get home, I'll go and continue work on my other accounts. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that if you have a to-do list, your to-do list can be adjusted. Today now my to-do list did not go the way I planned, but it does not mean that I have not achieved what I want to achieve. I use my phone to do some research. So you can always improvise. So have a to-do list that can help you keep records and keep track of what you want to do every day. If you go to work 9 to 5, try as much as you can. If you say 2 hours per day, it does not mean you must spend 2 hours. I understand that if you go to work from 9 to 5, you get home with the traffic and all. Let's say you get home by 7 o'clock, you eat, do whatever you want to do, and then you rest for some time. You need to sleep early, so you'll be able to wake up early. So if I'm saying 2 hours per day, it does not mean you must spend 2 hours per day. Even if you join us and spend 1 hour per day, you are also going to be winning. Okay? Even if it means writing just one single page of your book, that book you are writing, add 1 page to it within that 1 hour. You've achieved something. Before you know it, you will start increasing the number of hours and increasing the number of outputs or results you get every day. So we're on number 3. Number 4 now is I used to set hours aside for my daily activities. Okay, today I want to make sure that I upload 3 books between 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Now, between 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I'm not going to have more than 10 hours break every hour. So between 12 to 1, I'll have 10 minutes. I'll have a 10 minutes break. This 10 minutes break, I can maybe go buy snacks or maybe just get a drink or just take a walk. They said all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. If you sit down for 4 hours and are doing one particular thing, I tell you, you might get tired, you might get bored. So take a walk, just go outside, stroll and come back, then continue your work. So I used to set time. If I say I want to upload 3 books per day, I'm not just going to sit down and say 3 books anytime. No, I must allocate time to it. I must say from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, I must do 2 paperback, 2 Kindle. And then I'll make sure that nothing changes it. This is where discipline comes in again. So every other point I'll be giving also relies on discipline. Because if I say it and I don't do it, nobody will beat me. But it is my account that is suffering it. It is my discipline that is not filled up. So when you have a to-do list, you stick to your words and you set time for everything you want to do, you will see it and you stick to it. You will see that you are helping not just yourself, but you are helping your orientation, your mentality. It is changing. It is not going to make you achieve things faster. So it does not mean that if I say I want to achieve something between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock, and it is 1 o'clock and I have not achieved it, I'll stop it. No. But I'll make sure that I achieve at least 70 to 80% of that particular thing. It helps a lot. So this way, you will see that you are getting closer to achieving your goals. So that's number 4. Number 5, you have to stay away from distraction. And you see, we all know what distracts us. We just want to shy away from it. You can be somebody that's addicted to Netflix. You need to start. You see, you cannot do it once. You cannot say, I want to stop Netflix and you stop. It's like smoking. You cannot say you want to stop smoking today. It's not easy. It's something you've been addicted to for years. You now want to stop it just like that. It's not easy. But you can be doing it gradually. The gradual process helps you win the race. For example, if you watch Netflix for 5 hours before, now you cannot tell me that you cannot reduce it with 30 minutes. You cannot reduce it to 4 hours, 30 minutes. That's when I know that you are not disciplined. But if you watch Netflix for 5 hours and then you decide that you want to start stopping it or start reducing the number of hours, and then from 5 hours, you start telling yourself that I'll be doing 4 hours as from today. You can do 4 hours for the next 1 week. That shows that you are actually making progress. 5 hours has become 4 hours. But make sure that the 1 hour that you removed is going to be used for something productive. You cannot stop watching Netflix for 5 hours and then you start watching comedy videos for the next 1 hour. That is not progress. Progress means that you reduce the number of hours you spend doing irrelevant things. In quotes, irrelevant things means something that does not add value to you. And then the hours you remove from it, you use it to do something productive. That is when you are making progress. So beat distraction by staying away from social media. For example, if you're not using TikTok to make money, or you're not growing your TikTok to start making money, or any other social media platform, please reduce the number of hours you spend on the social media platform and use the time for your KDP account. I'm emphasizing on KDP because we are talking about KDP. It might be Fiverr, it might be Upwork, it might be affiliate marketing, it might be any other thing that you're doing online to make money. Just make sure that as you are reducing this time, this unproductive time, you are channeling the time you've reduced into productive activities to help you grow your online business. So for this point to beat distraction, there's a particular app. I'll check it on my other phone. There's an app I used to use. When I activate the app, I'll mute everything. The app will stop every activity on your phone. Your phone will be as good as dead. Your phone will be like it's off, but messages will be entering. You can even decide what message enters. You can decide to say, okay, only text message and only Twitter messages. I tell you, your phone it will be useless. If you set it for 2 hours, you cannot control what happens to it for 2 hours. If you set it for 2 hours, you cannot receive calls. You can even tell you that you don't want call to enter. Call will not enter. You yourself, if call enters, if you say call should enter, the call will enter, but you will not be able to receive it. You cannot press anything on your screen when you activate it. In the thread I'm going to be doing after this space, I would write the name of the app and how you can download it. The app is free. So that app helps a lot. It's called a task and time management app. That's not the name, but the general term for the app. There are a lot of them, but there's a particular one I use that is very, very effective. It's a time and task management. If you say if you activate it for the next 5 hours, for the next 5 hours, your phone will be useless. You cannot use it for anything. So you have no choice than to leave the phone and then focus on that productivity towards growing your online business. So the 6th point now is setting targets and pushing yourself to meeting the targets. I think I've said something like this in our number 2. You have to set target. Like I said, you said, okay, you have to say, for the next 1 hour, I want to make sure that I complete 3 pages of my book. Now, these 3 pages, even if you don't complete it, you should complete 2.5. That is progress. You've made progress beyond your imagination. At least you've not been doing that before, but this time you set the target and you are pushing yourself to meet it. What helps me is that if I say I want to meet a target and I don't meet it, I know it becomes a deficit. It becomes debt for me. I'm owing debt. I'll know that for these 2 hours that I want to achieve this, I've not achieved it. I must create out of the time I keep for leisure. If I sleep 8 hours, I will know that I must take 1 hour out of these 8 hours to cover up for that project that I did not complete. You cannot just say I didn't complete the project and then you go and sleep and then you continue with your daily activities. No, out of your daily activities, you have to discipline yourself to remove part of that time to complete the project you did not or you were unable to complete. So this is another thing that helps me so much. So it takes us to the next part, which is just like buttressing the number 6 point I just gave, which is feel incomplete if you've not completed a specific task. If you say you want to achieve 1 book this week and you've achieved, let's say you want to achieve 70 pages and you've done 60 pages, don't relent. You've not completed the task, even though you've elapsed the time you kept or you apportioned for it. Just make sure that you create time out of your other leisure. See, if you want to watch 2 World Cup matches, I tell you, you have to, I don't know, this is hard to say, but that is another, okay, let me not use World Cup. World Cup is too strong to miss. Let me use something like, I don't know, let me say gym. You always go to the gym for 3 hours and you've not completed the task you stated for your KDP. And the next 1 hour can help you complete it. You can skip 1 hour out of that your gym period and then use 2 hours for gym, then 1 hour to complete the task you've not completed. This is what I'm talking about. There are some tasks that you cannot just skip, or there are some pleasure that you cannot skip, like football. Like me, I used to say I'm not going to watch this match. If I have not completed my task, I will not watch the match and I will make sure I complete my task. But some people are so addicted to football that they must watch the 90 minutes. But if you are watching that 90 minutes, make sure that something else is going to suffer for it. You are going to remove the time spent out of another pleasurable task to meet up with the task or your online business that you've not completed. So this helps me a lot. Another one, which is our number 8, takes us to understanding consistency. You see, saying I want us to do a 2 hours per day challenge is trying to build the habit of consistency. You will see that some people that are really dedicated, after these 2 hours per day, they won't stop it. After the 20 days challenge, starting today, from today to 20th, they won't stop it. They will continue doing it. Even if they don't do it by 10 p.m. to 12 a.m., they will create another time that is convenient for them. Okay, that is what consistency means. Consistency means that you set a goal and then you stick to it and then you keep doing it, irrespective of distractions. Even if you feel sleepy, you will tell yourself that I'll go to sleep only 2 hours after I've completed my task. So consistency matters in everything we do. When I was in school, somebody talked about consistency, that you see, you don't need to read for 6 hours to become a scholar. No, you only need to do two things. You only need to pay attention in class, make sure you understand what the lecturer is talking about, take your jottings, notes and all, and then 1 hour after the class, that is all you need to become a scholar. I realized this in my 300 level, and my 300 level and 400 level results were my best results in school. All you need to do is to, after the class, let's say you have 3 marathon classes from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Just make sure that you have your notes, you have your jottings, you understand what the lecturer was talking about. And then after the class, take 1 hour to study what the lecturer just talked about. I tell you, you will be surprised at how effective this is. I wish somebody had told me this when I was in 100 level. I forgot first class come out too. But then nobody told me. I found out from someone, a motivational speaker though, in 300 level. And then it helps me a lot. And I've always used that principle to better every aspect of my life. And it has been working for me. So you have to just be consistent, and then you do it every time. Stick to it and be consistent with it. It all boils down to discipline too. If you're not disciplined, you cannot say it and stick to it. So you have to first of all kill the act of indiscipline in you so that it will help you. These are things that have worked for me. Now, talking about this, if you want to stay up late at night, eat very early. In fact, it was a student, a pharmacy student that told me this. He said, there was time I used to feel very weak and all. He told me, bro, let me tell you what you have to do. What time do you say? I said, I used to eat by 8, 9, sometimes even 10 p.m. because I get home late sometimes and all. He said, no, you don't have to do that. If you want to really be productive at night, in the late hours of the night, you have to eat early. So I decided to start eating my dinner. But in fact, I started intermittent fasting. 1 meal a day intermittent fasting. Let me chip in this. It's a high selling book on Amazon KDP. 1 meal a day intermittent fasting. OMAD diet. They call it OMAD diet. OMAD diet. 1 meal a day intermittent fasting. It's about weight loss, diabetes, and all. It's about keeping the body healthy. So I have like 3 books about it, and they are selling fire. Let me just tell you, people are actually adopting the act of fasting. So this is an aspect of fasting that makes sense. I adopted the policy. I started eating between 4 and 5 p.m. every day, and I will not eat again. But I can take drinks. I can take drinks like fruit drinks. There's a particular vendor who I buy natural fruit juice from. She makes it that day, and after that day it gets spoiled. No preservatives, no added sugar or anything that can preserve it. So after that, if she does not sell it, it gets spoiled. I take one, like if I wake up in the morning, maybe between 9, 10, 11 o'clock, I'll just take one of it, cool down, and then by 4 o'clock I'll eat. Till the next morning I'll eat again. I'll just keep drinking water. See, I used to stay up. I don't need to take anything. I used to stay up from 10 o'clock. I will stay up to like 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 o'clock. I'll go to bed after praying, go to bed by 6 o'clock, wake up by 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock sometimes, take my fruit drink after going to the office, and then again, I will just continue like that again. Sometimes I sleep in the afternoon if I'm very tired. I'll sleep in the afternoon. But after taking my dinner by, I don't want to call it dinner, after I eat by 4 or 5 o'clock, I might sleep for 2 or 3 hours. I might. It's not even compulsory. So if you look at it, I don't sleep for more than 6 hours. Okay, and it's very effective. You eat once. I'll be hungry. It's not like you will not feel hungry. That's what fasting means now. I'll be hungry, but I'll tell myself I will not eat till 4 o'clock. And when I eat by 4 o'clock, it keeps me active all through the night. It works very well for me. So if you can try it, it can work for you. I'm not a pharmacist, or I'm not a doctor like Dr. Kenny. I wouldn't know if the way it works for me to work for everybody, but you can try it. It doesn't mean you must eat by 4 or 5 o'clock. Yours might be 12 p.m. Yours might be 1 p.m. But make sure that you eat your last food for that day. You eat it as early as, maybe it should not exceed 6 p.m. If you eat by 6 p.m., you'll be very light and it will help. You can just be drinking water or taking drinks during the night. So number 9 is going to be for you to prioritize your motivation. Now, there's something that motivates me. The fact that I want to achieve. You see, I actually want, in short, what motivates me the most is that I want to have dual citizenship. I want to have citizenship of another foreign country because Nigeria, the carriers go where we don't know. Now, if I want to have this, for the particular country where I'm aiming, it is the dual citizenship is $500,000 to buy it. You're not going to go there and give them $500,000. You invest in their economy with such a tangible amount. This is what I'm working towards. I know that for every new 24 hours, I'm getting older, and I want to achieve this thing from this country. So I have to. That is my motivation. It is the top on my list. I know that if I have it, my wife and my children too will have it. So I'm not bothered about saying I want to go to Canada to get PR or something. I just want to try and raise this money and then get dual citizenship from this country. They call it citizenship by investment. I'll just go maybe invest in real estate or digital marketing or a capital project in their country, and then after some time, you get citizenship as long as the business still exists during that time. So this is my motivation. $500,000, no be beans. So this is what I'm trying to achieve. And this is my motivation. You can have a different motivation. It can be that you want to buy a 2023, latest 2023 pens. That should be your motivation. There should be something that drives you to want to achieve that goal. Why you should say, man, this time I'm wasting to sleep, or this time I'm wasting to watch Netflix or watching comedy on YouTube. Why don't I just go and add 30 minutes or 1 hour to what I'm supposed to achieve with my KDP? Because understand that the more you do it right on your KDP, the more you do it right, the better or the higher your chances of achieving greatness on KDP. So the 10th one, which is the last option, is to celebrate yourself. You see, let me tell you something. Anytime KDP pays and I receive money, I deflex myself. I will flex my friends around me. I will do giveaway to the people I can do to, and then I deflex myself. I will flex myself for the month of November, but this weekend, I will go flex myself. There's a particular place where I will just go. I have a lot of them. I'll just go there, chill, relax. Only me. I will not carry anybody. I will just go relax and spend money on myself. Like, I worked for this. Let me enjoy myself. Do you understand? Those are the kind of things nobody will cook for you at home. Your wife won't cook it for you at home. Maybe your parents or your mom won't cook such for you. Your girlfriend will not even cook it. If you want to cook it at home, it's stressful and also just go to somewhere and enjoy yourself. So celebrate yourself. If we start this 2 hours per day challenge, for every time you achieve your goal, if you set a 2 hours goal for yourself and you achieve it tomorrow, celebrate yourself. Come on Twitter, post it that yesterday I was able to complete a book I've been writing for almost a week. I completed it thanks to the 2 hours per day challenge, thanks to the organizer, thanks to Dr. Kenny. Just say anything. Say, man, I'm proud of myself. Write it on Twitter. People will come. Some people will say, because you just do this one, you're proud of yourself. They don't know what you went through. They don't know this person was sleeping while you were walking. The fact that some people will come and they will praise you, man, guy, you really tried to. Man, I've been writing a book for almost 1 week now. I've not finished it. You tried to have completed the book. You tried. These things are motivating. When you read them, you will be happy. You will want to do another one tomorrow. Apart from that, after you upload this book, you do it very well and you see results, you will be happy that time you removed from your pleasurable moment is what you used to achieve this, and the book is already making waves. You're already getting read. You're already making sales. You'll be happy. Understand? So you have to celebrate yourself. Aside from celebrating yourself, you also have to give yourself cheat period. It's just like saying you are following a weight loss program. Yeah, you have to eat only fruits and all. One day you will see shawarma and it will enter your eyes. You should eat it. But the idea is, if you used to eat shawarma 10 times in a month, this time that you are following a weight loss diet, you should eat it only twice or once. Understand? And you should understand that as you're eating it once, you have to do extra work to clean off, or to what word do I use now? You have to do extra work to cut down the calories. The extra calories it added to your system, you have to cut it down. That's for weight loss. But in KDP, if you are using KDP as an example, now instead of using 2 hours per day, you've done 2 hours per day for the 20 days. then you want to continue for the next 30 days, and then there's a new Netflix movie that you have to watch. You don't have time. You only have time during these 2 hours per day. You can take 1 hour off your 2 hours per day to watch your Netflix. Watch part today and watch complete it tomorrow. But know that you are still owing your 2 hours. You are still owing it. You have to create time. After watching your Netflix, you have to create time to do 3 hours twice to cover up for the 2 hours you have for Netflix. Okay? So that is going to be everything you need to know. I'm telling you about my experience. This is what has worked for me. So you can try them, and if it work, it should work for you too. I'm going to do a thread about this evening so that people that were not able to join this space can read through to understand what we discussed here. Thank you guys very much. Let me entertain 1 or 2 questions.
Hello, boss.
Dr. Kenny.
Hello, boss. Yes.
I've rounded up actually.
Yes. Thank you. I was with you all throughout. And I was even tweeting about every of the points.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. So let's quickly take just 1 question. I will say close for the day. Right?
Okay.
So just 1.
Yeah, before that, you can ask any question. You can ask any question about KG. It might not even be about this procrastination thing. Just ask any question. But if you have more questions, you should ask when I do the thread on this procrastination later. So ask your question.
So I'm going to approve my figure.
Okay.
So my figure, you can unmute your mic and speak, please.
Megida.
Please unmute your mic and speak.
Good evening.
Good evening, Megida. How are you doing?
Well, thanks for your time. My question is this. I read some books on pdfdrive.com, but when I open the book, the front page is the replica of the book cover. Can I
What? Sorry?
Huh?
What did you say? So when you open the book?
The front page is the replica of the book cover.
Okay.
I also implement it in my Amazon manuscript.
You said, can you do that on your own book?
Yes, that's good.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can do that. No problem with it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we have come to the end of this space. But before you go, kindly follow Boss Legalnairatv.
You guys should follow Dr. Kenny. You guys should thank her so much. She's the one that knows how to catch me to organize spaces. You guys should really, really thank her. Please follow her.
Please follow Boss. He has been so selfless with us. Like, I'm just wondering what kind of selfless. He's so selfless. So good at art. Thank you so much, boss.
You're welcome. You're always welcome. I'm always happy to do this.
Thank you so much. So the recording of this space will be available immediately. I will upload on my YouTube and let you know. Thank you so much, boss.
You're most welcome. Thank you guys for joining this space. I hope you learned something.
Yes, I believe in it because me myself, I'm taking corrections right now.
That's good.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Thank you very much, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Me